Okay, guys. Alright, guys. So look at me, the first book that I'm gonna read right now. This is my free novel that I haven't finished yet, but I'm writing right now in my spare time. Cause basically, I love writing so much that I write novels that I want to publish and make money from, but I also take the time to write free novels as well. And this is on the second free novel I wrote. The first free novel I wrote I actually put on Wattpad. I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna see if I can find it and check it out and give you all the title of it and the link. But yeah, this book this will be the first book I wrote. I think I saw something about them in the promo. This is the mafia one, the one about a coward dude that was already running gang or whatever, getting cooked over real mafia and shit. Yeah, so this one, for now the working title for now is American Mafia. But I'm probably gonna change it to something else. Maybe it's a New Age Mafia or American Mafia or From Cowards to Mobsters. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take the tape right now and I'm gonna read it. So far, there's only 4 pages so far. So I'm gonna look for the first 2 pages and look for the other 4 pages. I'm not taking my fucking hair right now, guys. I'll take this fucking hit. Residue guys, residue guys, residue guys. Or maybe not, but I can't see shit. If not. Here we go, guys. Okay. Here we go, hit. Here we go, guys. Time to blast the fuck off, guys. Here we go. Nice. Fuck, that was good. Fuck, hold on. You want to cigarette? I already got the book in front of me, guys. I'm starting reading it right now. As soon as I pull from this joint cigarette. Oh, God, feel good, guys. Alright. So, yeah, I already saw the title. For now, we'll just call it American Mafia. I'm probably not going to call it that, because that's my actual mafia. I mean, that's not the real name of my actual mafia, but that's the name that my mafia jack. Basically, much you can say I'm a gangbanger. I'm not a gangbanger. I'm a mobster, but maybe I could call me a gangbanger. And why Jack is the American Mafia. So far, I only have like one member. Well, I have one real member and one sort of member, but he's like an outsider. My boy real estate, my best friend. Like he's like an outsider. He doesn't want to be in it, but basically, he's gonna be advising me and shit, so I'll make it better. And we're gonna get into business together. We're gonna start trapping some nice, cool drugs. I would say we're gonna trap, but I'm not trying to get locked up. But we're gonna trap some real cool drugs, hard drugs, and one hard drug and one psychedelic. I will say, but I want to say it. Maybe in the future I'll say it. I feel like saying it though, but not. Maybe that's stupid. Alright, anyways, this story. Here we go. This is the story of how a coward ended up talking his way into becoming a mafia boss. This is the story of Ed the Coward. Now, Ed already had his own little mafia peddling weed and some meth here and there. But the few times one of his men got robbed, Ed was struck with fear, let me see. I think that says, my handwriting's horrible, guys. Look at my handwriting, guys. My handwriting's awful. That's why I write typing like phone attacks. But anyways, yeah. Let me see. But he blindly went ballistic with a cane and fucked up the bum who robbed as worker R. But with that, they sent a message to the local park that it was now the American mob's turf. Things went fluid for 2 months. They were producing over $20,000 a week when one day a man with a red hat walked up to Ed and asked him bluntly, "Do you want to keep making pebbles or make actual millions?" Ed paid him attention, and the next thing he knew, the American mob were now in business with the Shark Gang. Shark Gang and American Mafia traded suppliers, so now both had access to meth and heroin. And Ed had to overwash every truckload, making sure the drugs come in. Shark Gang did the violence and defending, while American Mafia made sure some shipment of drugs came in. In their first week working together, they generated $789,000, from which Ed got a good chunk of. But now it was time for a test. Shark Gang was about to have a critical shootout with their enemies, who they called them Snaps. They went on foot with 4 members of the American mob. Eventually, they found 20 to 30 of them chilling in one block. While without any orders, Ed charged, terrified yet excited, and sprayed at the group, which R, K, and S all rushed in, raining fire on the Snaps. Before the Snaps knew what was going on, the main force, the Shark Gang, came in and killed all the Snaps. As Ed and his mob were running from the scene, the top leader of the Shark Gang zone gave Ed some props and made an appointment with Ed to discuss money moves. Ed agreed and was still I don't know what that says. I think it says what the fuck. And was still shocked. I think was still shocked at the fact that he shot a gun. He will free wash out thinking that he was thinking that he's gone too deep in the streets. He was just trying to make some extra cash so he could get an apartment sooner. Now he's murdering someone and he's murdered someone and been in a shootout. He wished he could just run away and live free, but that isn't how the streets work. When you put your word into something and you don't live up to it, you get in trouble. Ed woke up 2 hours before his interview with Zone. Ed shaved a bit, brushed his teeth, thoroughly permed the front of his hair, and bought a pricey 3-piece suit for the occasion. He got to the appointment 45 minutes early. Zone was impressed, and when he picked up Ed from the office, he told Ed his life was going to change forever. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta find the other half. Let's see. Let's see. What's this? Alright, here we go. Next part. Zone didn't want Ed to be a shooter. Zone told Ed he was going to give him a group of 100 people to manage, and that those 100 men were going to be under Ed as members of the American mob. Ed was freaking out in his mind, but he knew he couldn't say no. Ed agreed to Zone's request. Zone told him that the American Mafia was going to take over Shark Gang's Bronx operation while Zone focused on the shipments. Zone told Ed he needed to tell each of the 10 teams of the new American mob members what they were going to sell, what quantities, and how much they needed to pay Ed. From there, Ed would bring all the money to Zone, and then Ed would get his cut. Zone also told Ed that his 3 members, R, K, and S, that they were going to be generals and would be in charge of retaliation. Basically, they would be shooters. Ed had no option but to agree, but he was certain that R and K could handle the job, but he wasn't sure about S. Zone told Ed and his man had today off. Zone told Ed and his man that they had today off, but to come to the first floor of their building in the Bronx at 9 o'clock sharp. Ed left and called R first, being the second in command of the American mob. Ed and R discussed everything Zone told Ed, and they started talking about S. S is a 19-year-old man that has street experience. He was the latest member of the American mob. R wasn't sure S could handle the action, so he decided to test S. Ed called K and S and organized a meeting in the park. They met and operated. Ed called K and S and organized a meeting in the park. They met a meeting in the park that they met and operated at. Alright, that's everything for my Street for the American mob, guys. Let me know what y'all think of that. Right now I'm taking a break from working on it, and I'm still working on my other main books, which is Grimm's and Golden Games. So yeah, right now I'm making another video right now, and I'm gonna read the first 2 to 4, probably like the first 3 pages of Golden Games, so that I know what I think. So yeah, guys, y'all interested in the American Mob and want me to write more? Just comment on this video here, or you have any ideas on what I should take the story out? Just comment, put comments where I should take the story from there. But I have a couple ideas, but I'm still not sure. I'm working on one of my real novels. All right, peace, guys, peace.